Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. This week we have the fourth and final challenge for Leviathan before the rotation resets. And of course that leaves us with the big guy, Emperor Calus. So in this video we're going to go over exactly what you need to do to successfully complete the challenge, in addition to some strategies and best practices. If you want a full guide on how to complete this entire encounter, I'll leave the links down below. Aside from that, let's jump into it. So the objective for the Calus challenge is actually pretty simple. To complete the challenge, you simply have to have one person standing on each of the plates before you start shooting at him. If there is not at least one person occupying each of the plates before you open fire, you will fail the challenge. Now, of course, that implies that you only have the time that it takes for Calus to shoot at one of the plates to do damage to him. And yes, that does mean that you're going to have to multi-round him. Me and my team were able to do it in 3 rotations. This also means that you're going to have to really bring your DPS game. That means Empowering Rift with Arc Soul, the Rally Barricade, and the Celestial Nighthawk for your Golden Gun for the Hunters. Now, I don't personally have a Celestial Nighthawk on PC yet, so I had to go with just the standard precision shooter, but luckily I had a rocket launcher with cluster bombs to make up for it. So this is how my team and I got it done. Essentially, you go through the encounter as usual, but then when you come back into the throne room, this is where you're going to have to do a little bit of planning. For our team, everyone who was already in the throne room went on the sun plate on the upper right hand side. This means that there's 3 people on this plate. If you have only one warlock like we did, this is where you're going to want to have your Empowering Rift just so you can have as many people buffed as possible. Also, if you somehow only have one Titan, this is where you're going to want to put your Rally Barricade. After that, everyone who was in the Shadow Realm then took one of the 3 other plates. We did a short countdown to jump on the plates and then started damaging him. We only failed the challenge only once before we realized we had to kind of give it an extra beat before we started firing, just to make sure everyone was actually standing on the plates. In retrospect, if I were to do this again, I would say everyone in the Shadow Realm should go on one plate that's closer to the front of the room. Then everyone that's already in the throne room take one of the 3 other plates. I think this would work better to get people to their plates a little bit faster. We lost a little bit of time in each rotation waiting for one of the Shadow Realm people to get all the way to the Chalice plate. Either way, it didn't end up mattering. We were able to finish this in 3 rotations and it worked out pretty good. For your efforts, you are granted with a second chest that guarantees you a loot drop, some extra tokens, and of course the Take the Throne emblem. And that's pretty much it. I would say the challenges for the Leviathan raid are fairly simple, with the exception of the Gauntlet challenge, because so many different teams do it so many different ways, but then again, if you're used to Prestige, you kind of already have to go into that style anyways. As always, leave a comment below letting us know any of your particular best practices or strategies, drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time.